Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 280!
Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
82, 40.
Wentz now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
54, Tokyo.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now Wentz. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Lefty.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
I got it. Bang, 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 bang.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 8, read.
Let's go, D.
Ready.
Off the play fake. McMahon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Ready. List by two.
Watch the air.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Back. 120. Great 57.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Here we go. Waiting. Lose 5-7.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Tight dog.
To throw is Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mecole Hardman, 36 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Ready. 50, plant. 80 weapons. Hey, wahoo.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And Robinson with a big catch. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Off play action. McMahon sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey.
Back to throw. McMahon. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Traquan Smith, 76 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. J.J. Arthega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now Wentz again. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over.
Ready, set.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Looking to throw on second down. McMahon, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Wentz now to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Wentz now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Smooth. I can't believe they even let you play.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. We're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Pick it up.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Wins to throw again. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation either.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, McMahon. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Roquan Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now wins. finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Switch it. 57.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go. 180. Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, don't kill.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Wentz will try again on second down. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 43. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. It's a second down run with Sanders. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
58 to Mike. 58.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Sunday.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Hey, check Mike 57.
Wentz now on first down. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go one more. Share. Hey.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Being chased out left to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of a group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. McMahon nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Hey, 57. 57. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
57 to Mike. Double dog, that's the way.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
At the 15-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3 yards to go.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hey, 4 down. 17.
Again, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Eddie Goldman, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 68 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Eagles on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check, check. Left. Lion.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Charles, defensively, one timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down now, it's Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
I got you.
They'll run. It's Sanders. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.